Yo, it's okay then. So I just had a couple ideas about how to make TagPro a better game that I wanted to go over. So as far as maps go, I think we've been at a pretty stale point for a very long time, and I think that that has to do with how few options there actually are to make maps. And I think something that would not only make maps way better, but just the gameplay way better, is that there should just be way more stuff in the maps with way more mechanics. So one thing are boosts. I think that there could be a bunch of different boosts. A couple ideas are a boost that only a flag carrier could take, or a boost that everyone but the flag carrier could take, or an idea where there's two independently timed boosts on top of the same tile, or there's all sorts of ideas that other people have had. And I just think another idea to go along with that is that map makers should just have more control over exactly how fast or slow a boost or bomb sends the person who uses it. Sometimes you want to set a bomb at a specific spot, but it's a little too strong, so you can't really do that, and it limits what you can actually make with the map. So if they just had the option to decrease the power a little bit, it could make for a way more interesting map. And same thing with boosts. I also think that boosts, bombs, and power-ups, the map maker should be able to decide how, like exactly what time they want them to spawn at. So if you wanted that certain bomb, the powerful bomb, to spawn every 15 seconds, then they should be allowed to pick that. Or maybe it's a really strong bomb, and you only want it to spawn every like 3 minutes or something, so it's not being abused too often. Another thing is wall variety. We have a couple different types of walls, but I think that if we had just a bunch of different types of walls, you could get some really interesting maps. There's all sorts of different ideas. You can come up with a wall like a circle wall, a wall that's only like half the size of a normal wall, all sorts of things. Or just make it so that map makers can like individually draw the walls that they want, so that they can just perfectly sculpt the map that they want to build. And the last thing is power-up control. And again, I think map makers should be allowed to control exactly what power-ups spawn, where, what time of the game, etc. So maybe on a map like Chansoyo, you can have the two base power-ups be Juke Juice 1 minute and then Rolling Bomb the next minute, but then in the middle you have a TagPro every single time. Or maybe on a map like Emerald where there's only two power-ups, you can have the top one be a TagPro, the bottom one be a Juke Juice, and then flip it for the next round or something like that. And then teams could have an interesting dynamic where maybe they want to go for the other one, but they're kind of out of position, so they have to make a decision on it. A couple other ideas that plenty of people have suggested are ranked and unranked. I think everyone thinks that's a good idea. Something people might skip out on is I think the lobby system needs to be way better. So basically, whenever you join a group, I think that there should be options to pick the game modes that TagPro already has, like the Mario game modes, the egg shooter, egg ball, hockey, basketball. There's a bunch, and there should just be like one button you press and the lobby instantly sets up for the exact format of that game mode. And so then, people who want to play egg shooter or whatever can just go into a lobby, click a button, and then, put the lobby title name as so-and-so's egg shooter, and people will just join it. Custom games are really a big thing in pretty much every popular game, and TagPro actually has some pretty good custom games, so this would definitely be showcased. Some other crazier ideas I have is something like making TagPro 5v5 potentially. A lot of popular games are 5v5, MOBAs, CSGO, or Rocket League's 3v3, but having an anti-parallel divide where, just like in TagPro there's two bases, in CSGO there's two bases, and they have 5 people, so it's an interesting dynamic where you can send 2 people here, 2 people to the other one, which makes sense, but then what are you going to do with the last person? So it just allows for more strategy. And if you also combine these other mechanics, like making way more stuff go on during the map, maybe even make the game more fast-paced so that there's more, so that balls have like higher acceleration, so that it's a little bit easier for defense, which would make up for the fact that there'd be more chasers. Stuff like this could just make the game like faster paced and more interesting, more stuff happening, which is more fun for viewers and it's more fun for the players. And you know, TagPro may not go that direction, but I'd like to at least see someone like try to see if it would work. I think just in general we need to have way more openness to what can be changed in the game. A lot of people have like preset opinions on everything that they want and are hard stuck on them, but I think everyone needs to come to like an open mind and think about what's actually best for the game.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. This has been Har Kamalis with my thoughts on TagPro.